believe Arcadia shall ever return to heaven?
The paradigm is a self-centered derivative.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless... Wiley would know this, I'm sure. Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Your resourcefulness never ceases to astound. Before you leave, there's more you should know. While you were conducting your investigation, I was able to piece together the conspirators' main target, the peace talks. Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I don't envy anyone in the Order's janitorial sciences. They're gonna have a hell of a time scraping him off the walls, and the floors, and the ceiling. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right? Hotshot Earth Directorate agent swoops in to liberate your colony, sets you on a new exciting path, and you're telling me you wouldn't have been a bit smitten? No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into. Yeah, but the shrapnel of her plot got me anyway. DeVries always was good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest. I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed. Sure, always happy to tour around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Alexandra Monastery is now under the control of hostile forces.
Normal operating hours are likely to change.
Are you sure that rope can support? Support us?
I am 100% certain that tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up here in the lift. It must be a lot.
Reckon the order teacher this flair for the dramatic moments? Or is he a special case? Showcase.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Failure. Standing by for assistance.
Conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist? I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 Thesis on determinism then. I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this?
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Yeah. And how'd she react?
Well, she hasn't returned, so perhaps she didn't like the answer we gave. Happens more often than you'd think.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time.
Scientific advancement
Closing
should
on a
not
perceived
cover
threat.
the costs of the grace and
Presenting threat.
Check out that junction box. Bet our N-ray scanner could be useful here.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew
Unidentified
there'd be a
data
high
core.
probability of fighting.
No problem.
Fortifying entering a confrontational state.
Harnessing mechanism.
Standing by with life support.
Help me out!
Attempting to bathe in hostile zones is highly discouraged. Tracking wire. Tracking.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Engaging combat.
Will be terminated.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of
Sequencing attack
age,
strategy.
I'm variables. Was an Angie's choice. That's I just ask you folks to remember that there's more evidence out here than just your numbers.
target. I hit him.
In progress. Protocols not yet charged. Based on the available map of the monastery, this would be the abbot's private room.
For a monk, our friend's sure not short on the money.
Stamped onto a test of order aptitude. And whom do we blame? The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
All right, what's the call, Commander? The Seer's already proven willing to kill for his cause. I think these folks aren't long for this world if we don't help.
Current priority: stopping Agent DeVries. Secondary priority: preventing the Seer from assisting Agent DeVries. Acknowledged. Updating priorities.
Seer was right about one thing. We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left him to die.
Raise high probability. Wiley traffic here. He let some others go.
Guessing the safe is part of Wiley's puzzle. I don't know.
Precision is blissful. After all,
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action. Violence.
maximize damage. Contact this. Target!
Unknown variable redetected. Your combat proficiency is reassured.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Re-engaging with the outlier!
Emergency protocol system is primed.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Knew you had my back. Oh, okay. A bit slow moving, but it's something. I haven't encountered this much of a waste of time since I tried programming Val to understand sarcasm.
I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the court press machine!
That was the right call, but we've no time left to waste.
Not that I was concerned, thank you. Thank you, stranger.
When a student fails, why their instructor. And whom do we blame when a student fails? Why, their instructor, of course.
Room appears to be a repository for knowledge. It is likely we will find the material requested by Anchoruses Brun and Chow. Chow here.
Random elements!
Alert. Hostiles.
Emergency protocols ready.
Locked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
ready. Please try again later.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us.
Don't worry. We already know DeVries ain't got a heart that could spare two beats for anyone. And you seem awful frugal in that regard, too.
The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment. What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
What diplomatic solution cannot be reached? Acts of violence are permitted.
However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what? And here I was almost persuaded you had an actual plan. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Ready to take the heat off the commander.
Riddle me with bullets, all you... Destroy the projector.
Taking cover.
Replenishing mechanism.
Let me in! Help me out!
You are immaterial to advancing the plan.
Replenishing mechanism.
Not ready. Please try. Emergency protocols ready.
This was not in my predictions. Whoever is left.
Commander, the hostile is no longer shielded. Targeting him directly is now advised. System failure. Standing by for assistance.
Target relocated. Coordinates field diminishing returns.
Fluids, Commander.
Requested assistance currently unavailable.
Replenishing mechanism.
This unit is in need of assistance.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
We should return to the incognito. Get on over to the location of those peace talks. Doubt we'll beat DeVries there, but we ought to try.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety? I won't trouble you to provide more details then. But please allow me to thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery from these conspirators. Without your intervention, I fear this could have been a far greater tragedy. Now, at least, we stand some hope of mitigating the divisiveness in Golden Ridge. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining of. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% gay. Roger, it void it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it.